Here we are at Perth Fork Trucks, and I'm Mick and we bought our new truck over from Canberra.
That's amazing.
It's good, eh? Look at the bling out. All the embroidery. Not the embroidery, the embossment.
Yeah, so obviously initially the truck was built by Highway Lights, Murrell Transport in Canberra. They used it as a daily truck down to Sydney each day, back and forwards. No, it wasn't for sale, but anyway, we tracked it down and had a chat to him. Good people, Pete and his mum and his wife, good family. Then we decided to fly over, have a look. Got in Tuesday night, went out to Pete's premises. So transferred the money, jumped in the truck and headed off. Well, Canberra to Belmore, and then to Mildura. Mildura, I decided to put a new bed in it. So I went so happy for Harvey Norman to help us out with a new bed and sheets, and and those guys were really good in the fact that they allowed me to put the old mattress and that in their bin out the back and all the rubbish. But yeah, so I stayed at the Mildura pub on the Murray River, and yeah, so headed off the next morning, South Australia, which was a bit of a journey. The roads themselves are just, it's just sad that the truckies got to drive on those roads, especially Victoria roads. So navigating my way through that in the rain. Yeah, we got to South Australia. South Australian roads are really good, right? And from South Australia to the border, WA South Australia border, that's Nullarbor is just like playing Russian roulette. The danger, obviously, the poor old truckies have got to navigate through. One is the cars on the road, and the roads themselves are probably the biggest thing they've got to contend with. And then we've got the pushbike riders, which are it's just dangerous, and that's in the night time. So, but yeah, headed off 6:30 in the morning and went through to Albany, right? So that was a 16-hour day. Just the adrenaline keeping you going, and just the understanding of what our truckies have got to do on the road is just amazing. They do a great job across this country, moving stuff, oversized, all those sorts of things that go on day to day that while we're sleeping, they're driving, and they've all got families to feed, and they've got to make it home, and sometimes they don't, you know what I mean? No, these guys do it hard, right? And I think it's not, like I said, it's, one is it's driving in the night time, right? The other thing is the roads are so bad. The next thing is navigating through cars, and cars pulling and chopping them off. And then you've got the rain, right? And you've got animals like roos, and not so much on the Nullarbor, but in the top end up here, that your guys are hitting bulls. So sadly, they normally write the truck off, or So yeah, so our most respect to our truckies that do an amazing job throughout the country, just moving stuff around while we're all in bed asleep.
We can do it here, yeah. Do you know some lights on it? going, buddy?
Yeah, 15 years ago we had the black Peterbilt, which was a great truck, and you know we ended up selling it. We had Justin Clos from Clos Trucks in Melbourne, Victoria. Yeah. So he bought it. He still got the truck. He loved the truck, and we sold it to him. But there's quite a passion for Peterbilt trucks. You know, I used to play with my cousin Mick. You know, with our trucks, I must have watched Convoy 1,000 times. Mick and I would watch it all the time. You know, the trucks, and we just we grew up. You know, my dad drove the old crane for Hazel Brothers, and Hazel Brothers was a great business, and still is a great business, and it was a family business, and everyone that worked for Hazel Brothers, it was like family. You know, a lot of people from Margate that worked around the area, that lived around the area, worked around the area, and it was a really good, humble business. My dad used to take me in the old crane and stuff like that, and a lot of other blokes did take their kids in trucks, you know, so that was a given, but these days it's obviously because of the safety side of it.
We're just having fun. We've got a big toy, we play with it. You know, it's like
We're just having fun.
Hey!
We had a chat to Kenny's R Us, Mark out at Kenny's R Us, really nice guy, passionate about what he does, and what he does is a lot. He's into everything, so more than what we realised, and obviously we've done business with Mark and sold him a couple of forklifts and bits and pieces. So, but great guy, and is very easy to deal with.
Yeah.
And so he will manage the build on the truck, from the paint to all the little crazy details and stuff we're going to do. Obviously we get excited when we think about you know, like what can we do to it, and he can do a lot.
hello. You look good, don't worry. Always.
Yeah.
These two new truck drivers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So which one's gonna drive the? Yeah. You confidence. I like that. Long back. Hello. Oil. That's alright. Makes it that you work. Hey.
On the tools.
Oh, he's on the
Pass that little camera. He'll keep the paint as well.
Yeah, well, obviously, you know, I started the business 26 years ago, Perth Fork Trucks. I started with pallet trolleys, just buying and selling pallet trolleys and cleaned them up, and I just started in my new back shed in Jandakot. So yeah, so it started with pallet trolleys, then started just, you know, bought one machine, sold it, made some money, bought another machine, forklift I mean, and with that it just sort of started to get better, and I was buying all the trades out of WA Fork Trucks, you know, Trent and Mike de Jong and Dave Maxwell, those guys were always looking after me. I found it hard to employ people to do what I did, and so because I had a certain way of doing things, and I was quite particular with you know, even doing our signage. I spent, you know, like would have been a couple of months just trying to work out the colour, trying to get this thing to twist and in a chromey effect with me, and we got the colours right, and we got the whole thing spot on. And the beauty about that is we've never changed it since. once again, when we talk about being in business, we talk about constantly qualifying customers, qualifying our contractors, the subcontractors, and we've been with our subcontractors for 25 years, 26 years, right? So we haven't changed. We obviously use quality filters, Valvoline oil. We don't cheap out on anything, and as we say, when whatever needs to be done here, we do it. Well, it's not practical in the metro, the suburbs, I can tell you, right? Because it's, you're constantly hitting trees. You're constantly, especially down at Henley Beach in South Australia, I had to circle around for a couple of hours and park up until the cars moved to the beach so I could get a park on the beach. So, but you're hitting trees in those little back streets. So, I clipped the pipes in South Australia, WA border, at the survey there. I probably didn't say that, but anyway. But I got hooked up, because it was the end of the day. I was, I came in, there was a couple of road trains, so I thought I'll sneak through the, thinking it's a roadhouse, you can go through there, right? Because trucks do, but it actually hooked up and anyway, it bent the pipe. So I think out of the whole trip, the biggest thing I've learned and I feel for is our truckies, right? I think they do an amazing job, right? And we can't take that away or water it down or say, oh, they can handle it, right? Because there's a lot of elements that they've got to contend with.
It's so long. Usually that guy. Nah. 38.
I got the thumbs up, buddy. That means fucking good truck.
That's good. The Queen.
Yeah, but this was the best one. Oh, I love it.
Let's go. Hey, what's going on?
Give you a race.
We'll race ya. Race. Have a good one.
I suppose in closing, I just want to, once again, take my hat off to the truckies that do such an amazing job for our country, and definitely, we should support them more in, like I said, in those truck stops. They're constantly reminding guys to stop and take a break, right? That's good. But, fatigue and tiredness kills people, you know what I mean? That's a fact. You can't book someone on that. So, but I think it's just, that's the biggest thing that I've got out of this is the amount of respect that I have for these guys doing a great job for while everyone's sleeping, they're working. You know what I mean? And that's we take our hats off to those guys,